A cold wind moves through a broken mirror, and for the first time in years, Wonderland's heartbeat returns. Not the heartbeat of life, but the heartbeat of danger. Something ancient has woken up, something strong enough to twist Auradon into a world no one will recognize. And the Descendants are about to face a threat that began long before any of them were born. The screen fades in with a slow pulse thump. Thump, 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 an echo that feels alive. A torn, glowing map of Wonderland appears, its edges burning with a strange red light. As the heartbeat grows louder, cracks spread across the map like spiderwebs, each one glowing as if the land itself is trying to warn someone. Then the light shoots upward, breaking through the surface and spilling into the calm sky above Auradon. Shadows sweep across the kingdom. Mal freezes mid-step, feeling the magic shift in the air. Her eyes narrow as purple flames spark in her hand, reacting to something she cannot see. Evie drops a crystal she was working on as it suddenly turns black, vibrating with wild energy she does not recognize. Uma, standing by the ocean, watches the water twist into unnatural shapes, spiraling as if pulled by an unseen force. Ben looks toward the castle windows, feeling a sharp chill that doesn't belong in Auradon's peaceful morning. The heartbeat grows stronger. Mirrors across Auradon begin to crack one by one, as if something is pushing from the other side. The glass bends, warps, and splinters, but doesn't break completely like a warning holding itself together. Suddenly, one mirror ripples like water. A dark boot steps through, then another. The figure is tall, wrapped in torn Wonderland armor, with a mask hiding their face. They pause, looking around Auradon with slow, careful curiosity. The air around them shakes, bending like liquid under their presence. The figure lifts their head. The heartbeat stops, silence, then a whisper escapes the cracked mirrors around them, soft. Broken and chilling, the heart has awakened. A soft rumble travels through the ground, and the screen shifts to the edge of Auradon, where an old mirror tower stands forgotten in the shadows. Dust falls from its stone walls as the magic inside it stirs awake for the first time in decades. The tower glows with a faint red shimmer, and inside a single mirror begins to twist like liquid metal. Colors swirl inside it, crimson, gold, and the unmistakable blue of Wonderland's chaotic magic, cut to a quiet school hallway in Auradon. Prep. A girl with bright eyes and messy hair walks alone, clutching a book filled with strange drawings. Her name is Arya, a descendant of Alice, though she barely knows it herself. She feels a sudden vibration through the floor and looks up, confused as the lights flicker. Her reflection flashes in the locker mirror beside her, but something is wrong. Her reflection moves too slowly, as if someone else is watching through it. Arya steps closer, heart pounding, and whispers, "Who's there?" The mirror answers with a faint swirl of blue smoke. At the same moment, chaos spreads through the kingdom. Birds fly in circles, unable to escape a spiraling wind. Flowers bloom and wilt in seconds. Streets bend slightly, just enough to make people stumble. Wonderland's magic is leaking into Auradon, and it brings madness with it. Mal gathers Evie, Uma, and Ben in the castle's strategy room. The long table shakes lightly as they talk, the walls humming with unstable energy. Evie lays out a glowing crystal map, the red cracks on it matching the fractures now growing across Wonderland's old borders. "This isn't random," she says. "Someone reactivated the heart." Ben's face tightens. But the heart of Wonderland was sealed forever. No one should even know how to reach it. Mal turns toward the window, watching the sky ripple like water. Someone found a way. Meanwhile, a group of shadowy figures gather in a hidden corner of Wonderland, descendants of the Queen of Hearts and a corrupted branch of the Hatter's line. Their leader stands before a swirling mirror portal, smiling beneath their mask. "The heart is waking," he murmurs. "Auradon won't be ready." As the ground shakes again, Arya's mirror glows bright blue, pulling her closer as though Wonderland itself has chosen her. The awakening has begun. The castle doors slam open as Mal steps into the courtyard, her boots hitting the stone with a hard echo. The sky above shifts in strange patterns, colors bending and folding like a giant kaleidoscope. Everyone in Auradon can feel it now. The world is beginning to twist, just like Wonderland once did. Mal's jaw tightens as she looks at her friends gathering behind her. We don't have time, she says quietly. If Wonderland's magic keeps leaking in, Auradon won't survive another sunrise. Evie unrolls a map covered in glowing blue ink. Each time the ink pulses, a new crack spreads across Auradon. These lines, they're connected to the heart's power, she explains. It's searching for something. Or someone. Her eyes shift to Mal for a moment, then toward the distant school where Arya was last seen. Uma crosses her arms, frustration burning in her voice. So whoever reactivated the heart wants chaos? Or control, or both? Ben leans against the railing, looking older than before. This isn't just an attack. It's a takeover. Cut to Arya, walking through a quiet path outside Auradon Prep. The trees around her bend slightly, leaves twisting into shapes that look almost like faces. She feels watched, guided, and pulled. In her hands, the strange book she always carried begins to glow, pages flipping on their own. One page stops on a drawing of the Heart of Wonderland, a swirling jewel surrounded by thorn-like vines. Arya whispers, "Why me?" And the page lights up brighter, almost answering her. Back at the castle, Mal gathers her team. We're going into Wonderland, she says, voice steady but heavy. But this won't be the Wonderland we remember. Evie nods. The magic is unstable. Time might shift. Paths may move? Uma smirks a little. Sounds like a normal Tuesday? But Mal doesn't smile. We're not going for an adventure. We're going to stop whoever woke the heart. And bring Arya back if Wonderland takes her. The screen shifts to the portal chamber mirrors shaking violently as blue and red magic swirl together like a growing storm. The air crackles and one mirror bursts with light, forming a jagged doorway into a darker, twisted Wonderland. Ben places a hand on Mal's arm. Be careful. This could change everything. She looks at the portal, her expression torn between fear and determination. It already has. The team steps forward, one by one, their faces set. As they cross into the mirror, the world around them warps trees made of glass, rivers flowing backward, clocks melting into mist. Wonderland has returned. But it is nothing like the stories dot in the distance, unseen. The masked villain watches from a tower of broken cards. The heart will choose its wielder, he says softly. And I already know who it wants. The mission has begun, and so has the hunt. A sharp gust cuts through Wonderland's twisted air as Mal and her team move deeper into the shifting land. The ground beneath their feet is made of cracked mirror shards, each step echoing like distant whispers. Strange shadows crawl across the edges of the forest, forming shapes that look almost human, but they melt away whenever anyone turns to look. Time flows unevenly here. Sometimes the wind stops. Sometimes the sky flickers like a broken light. And every few moments, the same sound returns. A slow, steady heartbeat dot ahead of the group. A crimson glow rises from behind a crooked hill. As they walk closer, the land bends sharply, almost folding itself to push them toward the source. Uma grips her weapon tighter. Evie keeps her eyes on the ground, and Mal feels the air around her begin to thicken with old magic. Something's waiting for us, she whispers. They reach a clearing, a circular space made of floating cards spinning like shields around a single object. There, on a stone pedestal, the Heart of Wonderland pulses in bright red light. Its glow twists the air, creating ripples like heat waves. Arya stands in front of it, her eyes glowing blue, as if the heart has reached inside her and awakened something ancient. Her book floats beside her, pages flipping faster and faster, each one glowing with writings no one can read. Mal steps forward. Arya, listen to me. Fight it. Arya turns her head slowly, her voice soft but layered with echoes. It's not hurting me. It chose me. Before Mal can answer, a loud crack shatters the air. The masked villain steps from the shadows of a broken clock tower, his cloak dragging across bent metal. He moves with calm confidence, as if every piece of Wonderland bends to his will. The heart does not choose the strongest, he says. It chooses the one who can reshape the world. Suddenly, the floating cards around the heart spin faster, slicing through the air like blades. The ground shakes. Trees tilt. The sky melts into red streaks. Arya's hands rise without her wanting them to, pulled by the heart's power. Mal charges toward her, but a wave of Wonderland magic throws her back. Sending her sliding across the shifting floor, the villain raises his hand. And the mask covering his face cracks down the middle, revealing one glowing red eye. Auradon will fall, he says quietly, and Wonderland will rise again. The heart's glow explodes, filling the screen with blinding light. A crown appears floating, then shatters into pieces, each shard disappearing into the void. Silence. Then a single voice whispers from the darkness, "Let the chaos begin." The screen cuts to black, and the title slams into view with a thunderous heartbeat. Descendants 5, 2026. The Heart of Wonderland Awakens. A final echoing laugh drifts through the darkness, long, twisted and promising that the true villain has only just begun to reveal themselves.